Do I look cool?
Of course.
Alright. Hello YouTube! It's your boy HORRIBLENOISE. This is HORRIBLENOISE TV. As I told you in the outro of my last video, I have rescued a new snake off of Kijiji. It is a Taiwan Beauty rat snake. And these snakes are generally about 6 feet. There are cases of them reaching 8 or 9 feet. I don't have an exact measurement on this one, but I want to say it's definitely over 8 feet and maybe as much as 9 feet. It is huge. It is obese. It's a snake that's been fed too much and it has a lot of fat deposited all along its body. So we're going to try to put it on a bit of a diet, but at the end of the day, it's easier to put weight on a snake than it is to get weight off of the snake. This is a snake I got off Kijiji. There was a girl who said she couldn't keep it anymore because she was living with her mother-in-law and her mother-in-law hated it. She had it for 6 years and she was its first owner, so we can assume it's 6 years old. Also, she never took it out of the tank and she was really afraid of it. And when I was wrangling it and getting it into a pillowcase to adopt it, it was quite a hectic moment, but I managed to get it in the bag. And I also managed to get a taste of the personality of this snake, which is very much centered around never having been handled and is essentially a wild and territorial creature. I've had it for about 2 weeks now. Very little interaction. It's taken food from me. I mean, these are known to be great eaters, and it is just such a, I want to say aggressive, but I'll say defensive snake that it's, it bites at anything. So I offered it a mouse and it took it immediately. And I have not had a chance to work with it in like a socialization capacity. It's an adult, so it's going to be tough, but I do want this snake to kind of tame down a little bit, get used to handling, even if it's just enough to make it easy for me to remove it when I need to clean the enclosure, but ideally so that I can take it out and give it some climb time in my snake tree that I have, which not a lot of reptile keepers have, but it's easy enough to make with a Christmas tree stand and a piece of wood. And it's a big enrichment opportunity for especially big snakes when you can't, have like an 8 foot by 8 foot enclosure in your apartment. You can have something like this and give them a little supervised climb time. It's not a perfect solution, but it is something of a workable solution. And I would love to be able to, be playing video games on my computer with her climbing up around in this tree like I do with some of my boas and my pythons. Is that something that is going to be attainable? I don't know, but I do want to find out. So today we're just going to do a little bit of handling of this snake and we're going to put it up in the tree and see how it reacts. I'm a little scared because in the brief interactions that we've had, it has struck at me. I've got snake hooks, which are generally something you use for venomous snakes or things that are really dangerous to be handling, but this is a big mean snake with quite a lot of reach, which you'll see shortly. So we'll see how it goes. Maybe she'll be a sweetheart, maybe she's totally calmed down. She's currently curled up in her hide here, having a snooze, so she might be a little cantankerous. Waking up. When I handled it before, I used a plastic lid to kind of shield myself, like separate the head from my body. Here I don't want to do that because that kind of defeats the purpose to an extent, or maybe if I decide it's necessary, we'll do that. This is about 15 pounds of Taiwanese, maybe 20 pounds of Taiwan Beauty rat snake. She's just waking up. She's saying, "What's going on?" Giving me a little bit of a huff, and yeah, she seems okay right now, but I never know if she's just gonna latch right onto my hand because she is pretty smart and she knows what's me versus what's. Ooh, I'm scared. You're okay, girl. All right, I don't really want you coming up my face. Ooh, there we go. Okay. I want to point out here, if you can see down her back, there's a ridge. This is what we call cleavage. Oh, no. All right. First casualty is my little money plant there, but the pot didn't break, so I'm not going to sweat it. That's another reason I haven't put any live plants in her enclosure, because I know anything but a fairly bare bones setup is going to get beat up real hard and real quick. She does seem exploratory right now, so I'm going to keep her up high, keep her supported, and keep her away from my face. Alright, so we have more than 50 pounds of weight stabilizing the Christmas tree stand there, and the snake is immediately right at home. Check that out. She's loving it up there. She's found a comfortable position. She's taking in her surroundings. I'm going to turn this light off just because it does get a little bit warm. And I'm tired, and it looks like she's also tired. For a healthy rat snake, that little interaction and that amount of climbing would be nothing, but for this girl, I think she's actually quite winded. I don't know if I should just leave her, or maybe entice her to move on to another branch, but let's see what kind of mood she's in. I'm just gonna give her a little touch. Oh, she's okay. She's giving me long tongue flicks, which let me know she's not too stressed and that she is in an exploratory kind of mood. Did you hear that? She's giving me a little huff. Telling me to screw off. I want to say we're doing good here so far. This is going okay. I really thought it was going to be like a firefight right out the gate there, but she's been pretty good. And you see that sometimes with snakes that have never been handled, that just, you know, they're okay with it when you do start to handle them. And then you get the ones that really don't like it. So they've all got personalities is what I know. And I'm just giving her a little rub, which is making her say, "Oh, I kind of want to get away from this." She's giving me a little hiss. So I am, in a sense, irritating her right now, but I just want her to explore a little bit more and realize that there's a whole big old tree for her to climb around on. And we can see right now, she's testing this little twig branch, but it's not gonna hold her weight at all. So she's gonna have to learn the lesson there. I'm very pleased with what's going on right now. She's exploring. You can see those tongue flicks means that she's taking in scent and seeing what's good in the world. Yeah, I just get the sense that she is actually enjoying herself right now. All right, you guys, so I have here the string from an American Apparel hoodie, which I've just measured to be exactly 4 feet long. So I might, if I'm smart about it, be able to use this to accurately measure the length of this snake. Oh, she's coming for me. Okay, so that's 4 feet right there, and I'm not even halfway, so we know she's at least 8 feet. Oh, she's breaking twigs. All right, I don't want to push her too hard here because she will do some damage. But so I've confirmed for myself that she's 8 foot plus because we got 4 feet of string and we didn't even get halfway up the body. So she's between 8.5 and 9 foot. She's absolutely my biggest and heaviest snake. All right, so I am quite pleased right now. She is really taking to this tree. She is in a highly exploratory mood. I think she's feeling very stimulated right now, even excited. And this is some great enrichment for what has up to now been a very boring life for this animal. This is also probably the most physical activity that she's seen in years and years. She's moving around, using those muscles, and hopefully burning a few calories, because she is a thick mama. This is not, from my understanding, what you would see in a wild rat snake. This is severe obesity. Not the worst issue you can have with a snake, but it is bad, and it can make for a much shorter lifespan. So this kind of exercise is crucial for not only her psychological well-being, but her physical health. So, all right, guys, it's been about 25 minutes, and I had a look back here, and she is cruising along this very thin branch that's not going to support any of her weight over to here. I'm a little concerned about it because we've already seen that she is very good at knocking plants down. Also, this is something I haven't shown off yet, but I did make this sliding glass snake box here. I have a feeling she might even go in there on her own, which would be cool.
I'm going.
Okay, so as you can see, our girl here came from the tree after about half an hour up in the tree. Of her own accord, came down onto the top of this DIY snake enclosure that I created. Found her way into the enclosure. I removed the glass so that she would be free to move further on her own. She chose not to, which tells me that she's done for the day. She wants to rest and relax. And unfortunately, because this isn't a secure or big enough enclosure for her, we're gonna have to transfer her over to her main enclosure. Things went extremely smoothly getting her out of her enclosure. Hopefully putting her back in is equally smooth. So I did think about using a snake hook to wrangle her, but I've decided I want to just use my hands because I want to create that positive association of my physical touch with good things, and I don't want it to be something to react defensively or negatively towards. So I'm going to use my hands, and hopefully it goes okay. Just trying to get into the potted plant here. Okay, so check it out. I'm in control of the animal, and she is trying to get away, but she's not trying to attack me, which tells me that I've already made some progress with this girl, because the first time I was interacting with her, she was all about trying to bite me. So I'm letting her go into her enclosure that she's familiar with and she knows the smells of, and instantly she's gone into her little cave and she's just slowly wrapping herself into a coil inside of her little hidey hole, and she'll probably be there for the rest of the night. And honestly, unless I take her out for more exercise, she'll be in there until it's next time for me to give her a mouse. Everything from taking her out of the enclosure to putting her back in to leaving her semi-supervised in the climbing tree went fantastically. I'm really pleased with the whole thing, and I'm looking forward to even more of these kind of interactions with her until I can handle her without any concern for her biting me in the throat. You know, I want to have her wrapped around my neck the way I do with all my other snakes. And from what I've seen here, it's only a matter of time. We're gonna get there. And I'll be sure to bring you all along on that journey. So thanks for watching. If you like this video, shoot me a thumbs up. Leave me a comment with some positive or negative feedback. I'm open to your criticism. I want to know what you think about everything. And hit that subscribe button because it means a lot. I'm about to hit 100 subscribers and I'm very excited about it. So shoot me that subscribe and show a friend or two, because I think what I'm doing here is interesting stuff. You know, whether you're new to reptiles and you know me from my career on Instagram as a cartoonist and comedian, or you found me through the algorithm because you love herping or you love pet snakes or invertebrates or whatever. But thank you so much. Your support means the world, and I'm having a lot of fun with this. So peace out.